welcome and welcome back to the CueSports International Expo being hosted at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Predator World 10-Ball Championship presented by CueSports International, sponsored by Predator, the only WPA-sanctioned World Championship in America. 128 players, $226,000. Prize monies, $60,000 to the winner. It's based on invites and WPA rankings. A two-stage tournament. Albin Ocean has won the lag. Lee Van CORTEZA will watch him break. This is George Teacha in the booth with Mark White bringing you the live action. Mark.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just watching that break and look at it. He's made a ball and he's got the shot on the one in the corner. Albin Ocean ready to get off to a fly out. Race to 8, of course. Alternate break. Early 10s don't count. This is the real deal. This is the World 10-Ball Championships.
These two gentlemen are separated by 5 Fargo points. They're both members of the 800 Club. Lee Van CORTEZA is ranked 12th in the world with his Fargo score. And of course, Albin Oceans is 818, ranked a little higher than that.
Yeah, that was awkward cueing, but played it beautifully.
Albin is from Klagenfurt, Austria. WPA 9-ball winner in 2016, 2021. He is a Predator Pro player, Moscone Cup MVP, 2-time World Cup champion. Him and Mario He did it twice, didn't they?
Yes, and he's also, more recently, the Predator League champion for the 2nd year running.
He just got a huge award from he was the Player of the Year for AZ Billiards. Yeah, I remember the ceremonies we did. I think it was in Arizona.
It was Arizona, yeah.
Yep. He's ranked 24th on the Pro Billiard Series with a 17th through 32nd in Las Vegas last year, and a 5th place finish in Arizona this past 2 months ago.
He strokes the balls around beautifully, gets his cue all the way through. Really nice to watch.
When this man's on, he's probably one of the top players in the, well, he is one of the top players in the world. And by the way, these two guys,
What's he done here? Well, just as we say that, he plays a shocker.
This is a 2nd round match on the winner's side.
Yeah, Albin got sort of a walkover this morning. He was playing against Steve Holland from Canada. And unfortunately, Steve was taken ill with food poisoning. So had to go to the hospital. And he's resting up in his hotel a few miles away. So get well soon, Steve. He'll be back for the losers round, hopefully tomorrow.
Hope to have him back. Is he going to get behind us? He did get behind us 10-ball. Wow. What a nice shot.
I think the jump cue's coming out here, is it? Or no, Lee likes to...
Nice touch.
He likes to kick, doesn't he, this guy?
I think he may be able to 2-rail kick it past the 10-ball on the left side. Calling it 2 rails in the side. Yeah, it looks like he's got just enough to get to the side rail and then into the top rail.
I'm pretty sure that Lee... Oh, he's gone right round it. Well, I want to check his passport. Is he really Filipino?
He's one of the top Filipino players. With that Fargo score, he's one of the top anything he wants to be.
I think he reached the semi, didn't he? In Arizona, was it Arizona or was it Wisconsin? One of the two.
He was 3rd in the Wisconsin Open last month.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, yeah.
He was in the semi.
Played very well.
He's a 2013 World Cup of Pool champion. Him and Dennis Ortcollo. together took that championship.
Check that up nicely. If you look at Albin Ocean's back of his shirt next time you get the opportunity, just have a look at the letters AO. That's his own design.
Isn't he an avid runner?
Great runner, yeah.
Yeah.
Runs, cycles, swims. I think he might have done a triathlon.
Yeah, several of them have. I thought I had seen that in somewhere along the line. He does do triathlons.
Jasmine also.
They're both fit.
Yeah.
Both very fit.
Into yoga as well.
You know, I've heard from several people, good friends and trainers, and that yoga would actually help you in your pool game.
Yeah.
Settling you down, the mind.
Smooth as silk there. The run out. Break and run. It is alternate break though. We've got lots of games going on around, and we're going to keep you up to date with some scores. And it says John Mora is still playing here against Dimitri Jungo. And Jungo has a 1-rack lead on the hill. He's 7-6 up.
That's how you would think that match would go. Real tight, all the way down to the bottom, to the end. This is a race to 8 in the final stage. When you get to the, in the first stage of this 2-stage tournament, when you get to the final 32, it becomes a race to 10, single elimination. But right now, if you happen to lose, you're coming back.
Our good friend Tony Robles is on the table. He's on table 4. He's playing Abdullah Al Youssef, and Abdullah has taken the opening rack to lead Tony Robles 1-0.
Well, Lee Van with a good break of his own. He's got a good shot on the 1. He has to avoid the 9. I don't think he has to well, even if he can, well, no, he has to avoid the 9. He doesn't want to hit it. It could push him over behind that 6 ball and take away the 2.
Might just graze off the right-hand side of it, George, here, if he's lucky.
Yeah, he avoided it.
He avoided it
perfectly,
even.
yeah.
Absolutely
Little high English.
Brilliant. Nicely played.
And this opens up. The 7's a problem. Might look at, you might look at shooting the 7-8 combo. It lays, I would say, kind of nice. If he gets on the same line he's on right now, where the cue ball is, towards the 7, it would lay pretty nice for him. But he'll make work of the 5 and 6, and then come back to try to position that cue ball about where it is now for the 7-8, unless he decides to do something different than the combo. Does it go?
Well, I wouldn't mind betting that Mario, he is somewhere in the audience. He always watches Albin when he plays, and he should be easy to spot because he's got that orangey blondish hair, hasn't he?
Well,
I thought maybe Yasmin might have been in the audience to watch as well.
I wonder if she's here yet. This gets started.
Yeah,
the
she's
30th.
here.
She's
came
here
2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her walking around anywhere. Of course, I haven't been out too much. I've been back here most of the time, or in my room.
She went and watched the show that's going on here called Wow.
Oh,
she
yeah?
went with Kelly and Alison Fisher's mum. She's a character, I can tell you. Ellie's mum.
And he does get on the line I was talking about. The reason for that is he'll play this, if he's playing the combo, that 7 will track to the opposite corner pocket, and he just has to go up and down with the cue ball. It may get a kiss, which could change things.
Ooh, struggled in, but he's
Oh,
on
look
it.
how nice.
Perfectly played. Great shot, Lee Van CORTEZA.
Negotiated that just right. And
I can see this going all the way, George, this one.
yeah, he's going to come close to the side pocket here. on the left side there to get on this 9.
Nicely played. So in it goes then. A spoil shared, 1-1. Sharing the first 2 racks. Now then, I've got another little fact for you.
Okay.
Now, a big tradition in the UK, in London on New Year's Eve, is to jump in the fountains in Trafalgar Square and have a good old party.
Isn't it cold?
Of course it's cold, but we don't care. We're English. We do that kind of crazy
no,
stuff,
no.
you know.
Yeah, I know that, but I think you're full of antifreeze.
Well, okay. Just bear this in mind then.
Okay.
If you'd rather do it, say, in somewhere warmer, like Las Vegas, for instance, right? Now, you know the fountains and water features outside the hotel, the Bellagio, you know, the big fountains?
Yes, yes.
Well, they actually use recycled grey water from the bathroom showers and sinks in the area. So if you feel like jumping in that one, George, feel free to. I know where I'd rather jump into.
No, I will pass where it says recycled water, golf courses and all that. No thanks.
So Albin Ocean out of his seat. Immaculately dressed as well. As always, not a hair out of place, ready to break off.
Well, he's got his own line of
Rack
clothes,
number
doesn't
3.
he? Doesn't he have his own line of clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rack number 3, tied at 1. Cue ball's in a good place. Does it remain in 1? It is no bueno, as they might say. Long straight in shot on the 1. Follow shot for position on the 2. So it's just a matter of making the 1. You get on the 2, and you keep going to work. But it's tough. It's not easy. You still got to get on this 3 ball real nice. And the 5 ball doesn't appear to go by the 7. So he's got some work to do.
Oh, we're right down the gun barrel of this one. Look at this for a camera shot. Keep an eye on the cue ball and the 1 ball.
No, and that's exactly how that's used. Those are the, I'm sorry, but those, I've always thought those are the toughest shots in pool. It's that straight, long, slow roll in.
Absolutely.
And I've always referred to Bert Kenister's 60-minute workout, where he says, you know, he shoots it, does it on a bar box, but he places a small piece of plastic on one side of the pocket and shoots it to the left side and the right side and avoids that piece of plastic. And he gets really accurate with that shot. And of course, as you'll hear,
this won't go.
as you'll hear him say in his video, I don't care who you are, you're shooting them too hard. You're hitting them too hard.
Yeah, it's a big mistake that a lot of people make. Think you have to hit hard to get reaction and movement on the cue ball. It's the opposite. Now, will he call this in the side? Is he going to keep behind it?
If he does, you'll stay up there and send that one. That 1 ball might come in towards that 9 and go off of it. That way, yeah.
Oh, he's left it. And left a shot.
He's left a thin cut. Makeable.
Not the tallest of guys, Albin. Very. Oh, he's got an athlete's. Oh, he's playing safe here.
He's about 5'8", isn't he? 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, I guess 5'8".
That's, you know.
Built for speed.
He might be a little taller. He might be 5'10".
No, he's not. I'm 5'10". He's smaller than me.
Well, he looks taller than I am, and I'm 5'9". What are you? 5'10"? Okay. I'll start wearing heels.
Oh dear, oh dear. What, Cuban?
Heels? No, just all I have to do is wear boots. That's 1.5 inches.
The air rush is out. Now, Albin, a great jumper of the ball.
Not the most comfortable thing to wear here in the casino when you're walking a 1/4 mile one way, back and forth to your room 3 or 4 times a day. 1/4 mile, heck, it's probably 1/2 mile.
Oh, got
Good
really
try.
close with that. Well, he's left the bank, but that's about all. Yeah, I actually have a friend. Well, I'll name him the head of CSI. He lives about a 20-minute drive from here when there's no traffic, so late at night. He is booked in a room here, but sometimes they'll go home, and he's timed it. Can actually get to his home in his car just as quick as he can get from here up to his room.
Walking.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he made that.
Now, has he had a little bit of luck here, George? I think he has. I'm right behind this.
Yeah, it looks like he has. A little
Maybe.
swerve, but actually, if he swerves this, if he puts a little masse to make this ball, he could follow it right in. If he get, yeah,
I like
he
the
could
jump,
follow it
to
right
be honest,
in.
but I don't think he's going to jump it. He's called there.
He's going
it.
rail first.
Wow, this is a tough kick. It's a fine one.
At time clocks.
Oh,
look at this.
What an amazing shot that is.
Pretty, pretty.
Yes, it was. It was gorgeous. And he's nodding his head as if to say, yeah, just slightly the wrong side. So he's going to play this with a lot of high left. Can he get the cue ball, though, over between the 4 and the 6, George? I think it's the
4 and 5 there?
4 and the 5, yeah. No, just taking what he's got. Look at all those balls all over the left-hand side of the table.
He's going to go for this 3-8 combo and go up and down with the cue ball. Kind of like this shot. I kind of like him making it. Well, like it or not, he didn't. Albin is a Predator Pro, sponsored by Predator, uses their equipment. He's not using the rush break cue, it's the red one. I forget the name of it. But he does have the air rush, I think. Looking over there, I can't tell. If you guys go to the Predator site, predatorcues.com, and click on their pro team there in the header, you can go right down to Albin, and it'll tell you what equipment he uses, his age, birth date, excuse me, or age. Major championships, he's got quite a list. Quite a list. In fact, tell you what, guys, I'll go there, and I will read some of those off as, you know, in between the racks and things like that. As Mark walks you through the rest of this rack.
Yeah, not much to say, really.
Yeah,
just
numbers tell you where they're going, don't they? All lays out. 7 goes by the, the 7 is tied by the 10.
I thought you just said you was going to let me talk through this last bit.
Well, you know, I have to. What's it doing this for? It wants me to select a region.
Do you run on Duracell?
Am I the Energizer Bunny?
Yeah.
No, that's a different battery.
Look at the height of the cue ball here.
Let me walk you through their site here. I'm there, and I see all these pro players. There's 2 Oceans, Albin and Jasmine. Here's the info on here. He's a World WPBA World 9-ball champion, Mosconi Cup MVP, 2 times champion with Team Europe, 2 times World Cup of Pool champion with Team Austria. Began playing with Predator in 2015, so he's been playing with Predator Cues for 7 years.
Oh.
Born August 14th, 1990.
Lee has missed an opportunity there, and now has he left this 7 ball? Can he get through to it? He's having a look. You can see the AO on the back of his shirt.
19 tournament and titles. 40-time Austrian champion. 7-time European youth champion. Dutch Open, China Open, Mosconi Cup champion. Mentioned the world.
He's missed it as well. This 7 is becoming a thorn in their side. Well, I think it's going to go down this time. What a chance for CORTEZA to take the lead.
Special accomplishments. 2014 WPA ranking #1. And then I've heard another stat like this. This says the youngest European champ ever at age 11.
So, nice little stun off the side route.
Meanwhile,
for the 9.
they exchange punches, and we'll go to a break right after this 10 ball goes down. And we're back. Both players in the booth.
Both players
arena.
in the booth. I hope
both
not,
players
George.
in the booth. We're going to go play in the arena. We are live at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino, and leave CORTEZA to break the balls and take a 2-game-to-1 lead over Albin Ocean. Their Fargos are 5 points apart. Mr. CORTEZA is a 8-13.
Oh, look at this.
Mr. Ocean is a 8-18. That's about as close as these players have been in any matches, maybe 1 or 2 points a couple times.
He nearly made 3 balls on the break there, threatened the pockets, and not one of them dropped. And talking of Ocean, we've got a little bit of a leak in the Rio All Suites Hotel here. We had one last year, didn't we?
Yes. But
do you know, fact, a snooker tournament in Wales back in 1986 actually got stopped and held up because of a leak, and it was going right on the table.
On the stream table?
Yeah. Ours isn't, thankfully. It's just a little one.
Yeah, last year, in fact, I think it rained, and we had a little bit of problem with that. And then we also lost power, and Las Vegas lost power, if I remember correctly.
And it was quite an
we were
outage
down
as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
About 45 minutes from memory, something like that, 3/4 of an hour.
It was quite a while, yeah. I think Kachi and Yap were playing, or I forgot who was playing. It was one or the other that were playing, and the match was held up. I had a guest commentator, I believe it was Chris Reinhold. He stepped out and never came back. Yeah, that was interesting.
Was he just trying to clip that 3 or the set 7 then? I think he was. He's just overrun it slightly. Can play the 3 off the 7 if he can cut this 2 ball back. I got some chocolates given to me, George, and they're all mine.
Oh boy.
Tony Robles robbed me of all my gummy worms the other day.
Nice bang shot by Albin.
Yeah, brilliant. Now the 3 off the 7 then.
We have a celebrity in the chat room.
A celebrity?
Yes. Well, she is to me. It's my wife. Yeah, she joins us. She even complimented your commentating.
She hasn't been on the drink, has she, George? She hasn't been on the rum from
What time is it?
Rico, has she?
What time is it?
It's gone 5.
She's probably had a glass of wine, or having a glass of wine.
Cheers.
I'm going to try to guess what wine she's drinking. I'm going to say it's an Argentine cab. Tell me if I'm right, dear. Bellino is the name of the Argentine cab. One of my favorites.
Well, maybe the shot clock put him off slightly there. Already used his extension.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh. I just... Pro level, you crack me up, dude. Love it. Meanwhile, Lee Van on the loose, leading 2-1, and looking like this rack is about to be dissected like a lab frog.
Well, his mum and dad were very big Western movies, cowboy movies fans, and he's actually named after Lee Van Cleef. His parents gave him that name. If you were a movie star, who would you be named after, George?
Well, there was a time when my hair was much darker and my mustache had that big old mustache. And I had someone say that I looked something like Tom Selleck.
Whoa.
Except I'm not that big. I'm a much smaller guy. But 3-1. We're about to be at 3-1 right here. This race to 8.
In it goes.
Second round match.
I'd say you're more like Burt Reynolds. So you might notice we've had a change of referee. Look, not quite as pretty as Michaela, though, it's got to be said, has it? John Lehman, the head referee and tournament director here, works very, very hard. Albin sitting there tapping his fingers. I wonder what tune he's playing. A sad one by the looks of it.
Well,
doesn't look happy, does he?
No, he's not real happy. He's down 3-1, and he made a couple of errors that he didn't quite care for. So the 31-year-old Albin Ocean is in a chair.
And look at that, just to hit behind Lee Van CORTEZA, that young kid there, getting into it, watching the game with his dad there. Good to see the youngsters getting involved. Here we go then.
And you had a good look at breaking off, he says. He had a good look at Lee Van CORTEZA, who is 43 years old. 10-ball on the break. Spots up. Continues to shoot. Good shot on the one. Everything's open. He made 2 balls on the break, but one's coming back. But with this opening shot and spread like this, Albin might right himself right away. If he wins this game, he'll have the break to tie it up. Lee Van might come back and the score's tied. It will take an error from Albin to not run this rack.
One of our semi-finalists from the Las Vegas Open, Wojtek Szewczyk, is back in action again. He's playing against Marko Tojca, and Wojtek is 2 up. Justin Sajic is playing Bader Al-Wahadi, finalist, of course, George, in Wisconsin. Bader 3-1 down in that one. And Abdullah Al-Youssef has taken a 3-1 lead over our buddy, Tony Robles.
He's down 3-1. 1-3.
Oh, there's a great battle between two Americans, 2 young Americans as well. Shane Wolford and Danny Olsen are level at 1-1. If you want to keep up to date, guys, with any of the scores and the schedule, the bracket, to see when your favourite players are playing, you can go to usprobilliardseries.com and then /Predator World 10 Ball, and that will get you there. And then you can click on brackets. Everything you need to know is there.
There's a lot of information out there, and you can find it all where you just described.
Pocket speed. Nicely colour-coded, red glove, red shirt. Nicely on the 9 now. I like this shot he's playing at George high.
He's going to come down a little low for it, I believe.
He's
not happy
again, and he's not happy.
Well, this isn't, you know, this is a shot he should be used to, because whenever you play that type of position, you end up here a lot. And this type of position is played quite a bit. He's just kind of annoyed that he hit it a little harder than he wanted to.
Needs to keep his head. And it goes.
The game will continue to go here. Good.
So day 1 of the CSI Predator World 10 Ball Championships, and there's so much more to come. We've already got the Predator UMB 3 Cushion World Cup going on in another room. We've got about 280 tables, 7 foots with the league championships going on, the USA Pool League National Championships and the BCA World Championships. Over 5,000 players here for that in this massive arena. And there's vendors all around selling everything from tips to cues and everything in between. If it's pool related, it's under the Rio roof. And later on, of course, in the week, we will have the ladies Alpha Las Vegas Open. So many women here for that. 64 pros from all over the world. So looking forward to that. And we will be streaming some of that live for you also. Meanwhile, Lee Van Corteza breaking off 3-2 up.
5 ball pretended to go in, it didn't. Not much of a shot on the 1. He's got a cut shot, actually. It's awfully, awfully thin.
Yeah, it's been a trend of the day, really. Players overhitting their positional shots. It is day 1, of course. Brand new cloths went on these tables yesterday, and this one hasn't been played on until this morning. No practice allowed on this, only just before your match, if you happen to be on this table.
Safety behind 5. Ooh, it is awfully tight. If he does decide to try to cut this in rail first, that cue ball is going to head right to the right-hand corner pocket up there on top.
He's called it in the sides. It means he's going to send it. He's going to kick it off this back rail and side rail. Called it just in case, obviously.
Oh, nice shot.
Played it well. Well, there's an edge for Albin here. Now, if this was the Las Vegas Open, you'd fancy him playing the carom here onto the 10.
Fancy
but of course it's not.
Yeah, fancy him. I'd bet money he would. I do more than fancy. I go down to the bookmaker here and make a bet.
Just spotted Carlo Biardo as well in action on an outside table.
You know, you've been reading off all these matches. I think I'm going to give you a hand. You've had all that fun. I forgot the website. Hold on a second. I think I'm doing it different than you are.
Tony Robles is stood next to me.
Is this match over?
His match must be over. Well, if it is, it's a quick one. I hope he's okay. I know he's been suffering from headaches. Okay.
Oh boy. What do you do with this 10 ball? Kick it up table and try to hold the cue ball down here by this 8. I'm going to hit it pretty full so it stays there. You should be able to hold it. Kind of like that. Oh boy. I wonder if he'll let him back. He's going to let him back in and shoot this? This could be a mistake by Lee Van to let him shoot this ball. I think Alvin's going to give it a little slice and dice and try to put it in that corner pocket or put him behind the 5. Oh, so much for the mistake. Didn't pan out, but he's left the jump shot.
Well, the last score I see for Tony Robles is 3-1.
Yeah, I see the same thing. I just now came to it. Just now found it. And one of the things I will say, these things do load a little slow sometimes. It's nice to have the live scoring with the whole bracket.
Don't worry, George, I've got it up. Here we go. Also going up.
Is the cue ball?
Lee Van CORTEZA on his tippy toes, look. Oh, almost made it. Is he going to get any luck behind the 10? No, he's not. No. So, chance for Albin Ocean then. To level it up at 3-3 in a race to 8. And this is our final match of the day. We will be back again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m, at 12, at 4, 6 and 8. Well, he needs this to slow up, and it has. Look at him, he's willing it to stop. Can't believe how quick it's running.
This is the second round match on the winner's side. At the very top of the bracket.
Eklund Kachi was first on parade, being the defending champion. Seems a long while ago now, George.
That was this morning. He took that young 19-year-old Emil Andre Gangflot. Beat him 4 games in a row towards the end to win 8-3. Torsten Homan defeated Koping Han, another youngster, 24, 8-6. And then the last match before this one, we had Francisco Sanchez defeat Jeremy Seaman 8-5.
Didn't we see Skylar Woodward on here as well today?
Skylar Woodward was on at noon. I missed that match. You
That's
and
right,
you and
yeah.
Tony did that one.
That's right.
And Skylar won that 8-6, I believe, over Niels Fyan.
It's day one, of course, so no one going to be on top form.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different format than they've been playing over the last week. Obviously, you practice differently for different formats, George.
Mm-hmm. They like shooting this, ending up about where the cue ball is now on that side, a little closer to the 10. And he does. It keeps getting away from him. It's that spin. It's taking the whole spin, and he's wondering about it. That ball comes off. Well, one of the things to keep in mind is English equals speed.
And it goes, and we're going to go, but not for very long. We'll see you soon.
Albin about to break the balls after tying it up 3-3.
John didn't give him the ball. That's
No.
not very fair, is it? He needs a ball, John.
Got to have the cue ball to break them.
Busy man, John. He's here, there, and everywhere.
He's the tournament director. He has a head referee this time around, but she's gone for the night, I believe. She worked hard. There goes the 4-ball, straight into the 3-ball in the corner. Another ball into the side, I believe was the 2. And he's got not much of an offensive shot on the 1. I don't think he'll attempt to cut this in the side. He'll probably put it down behind this 8-ball, 7-ball, and 9, and the cue ball in the same area where it is now.
I like coming the other way.
You like taking the cue ball down
I
there?
like bringing the cue ball down down behind these 3 balls. The 7, 8, 9, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what he can look at either one. He can get the cue ball there. He can get
he's
the
just
one.
worried about the scratch a little bit. He needs to play it with a little bit of left-hand English just to swing it down, maybe even a bit low, just to drag it closer towards that side pocket before it heads towards the 8.
And it looks like he's played a safety. He does have a 1-rail kick. He's left a 1-rail kick for Lee Van.
Yeah, he went your way there, George. I thought he might have come the other way. Perhaps he was so scared of the scratch.
In the side pocket? I don't think the scratch in the corner of the 8-ball had it blocked in. What a shot. What a shot. And he didn't slow roll that one. He just fired at one end, kicked it right in 1 rail. Said, you leave him, I'll kick him.
Yeah, I've just reopened his passport. He is Filipino.
Uh-oh, he left that one a little short.
He stabbed at that. He poked, he didn't stroke, as Tony Robles would say.
And look how unhappy he is with that performance. It's okay, we have a guest sitting a little ways away, and he's smiling at us because we just quoted him. Mark White just quoted the one and only Tony Robles, who's still in a match.
He's been rained off.
It's been called due to rain.
I might go and open a booth selling umbrellas, I tell you. It all happens here at the CSI Expo.
The 7's a little suspect. I think he'll come down here and spin into it off the bottom rail and open it up.
He'd be unlucky not to finish on it, not to have some kind of shot on it anyway. Does he need any left here, George? Or
Yes,
is
he
it
does. Just a
full?
little bit. Yeah, just
there you
right.
see, just spun it. Oh, he wants a bit of luck here. Oh, he hasn't got it. Oh, he's left with a tough shot here, decision to make. Does he just play it safe, George? Draw the cue ball off the side rail behind the 10?
I don't think so. I think he might even play the 10. He could play the 10 or play the 7.
Oh, he's going for the 7.
He'll just hit it with a little draw and stay away from the corner pocket on the right. Oh, he did play a safety.
Safety, yeah.
He's going to run into the 9 ball, though.
Oh.
And yeah, but what do you do with the 7 from here? You two-rail. If you try to two-rail your cue ball behind the 9, which would be a nice shot, the 8 ball's in the way because you don't want to go straight there. There's a pocket that you're going to drop into. So
after his last kick shot, I'd be kicking this.
He is going to kick it. You
into
called
the
it.
Side.
You called it just right.
Doesn't want to make it, of course. Wants to get it safe. Doesn't want to make it.
Nice.
That's a great shot.
Will it leak? No, I don't think so. I think he's got him nice and.
Wow, what a shot he's played there.
Yeah, he's left a fairly easy kick shot off the bottom rail. And we saw what he did with that 1 ball. He kicked it right in at warp speed. Good audience of amateur players. People here playing their leagues for the BCA World Championships and the USA National Championships. Shout out to James Leonard for winning a World Championship in 9-ball, I believe. Good friend of mine from Tucson for the BCA World Championships.
So another chance for CORTEZA. He'll be taking this on. You can bank on that. I don't mean he's going to bank it. You can bank on him playing it, though. What a shot. Nicely played.
And there's the take a game lead. And the break. He'll have the break.
Already playing the 9-ball in his mind. Saw exactly what he wants to do there.
Lay it on the rail so we can go the natural 2-rail with perfect line shape for the 10 to the center of the table.
Yeah. Second rail going towards the 10. And that's what you want. He's going to be halfway there if this 10 ball goes in. And in it goes.
John Lehman, our tournament director, to rack the balls here for these guys. The referees rack all 13 tables. Is it 13 tables? 14 tables. 6 on one side, 7 on the other, and then the stream table.
You're right. And I've got to say, Vagaher to Dennis Grabet from Estonia, who's just beaten Jerry Arvaleas 8-2. He's through to the next round. He's always there or thereabouts in these tournaments. I think he got to the last 16 of the last one, the Las Vegas Open. John Mora. What an epic battle that was against Dimitri Jungo. Finally, John Mora, Mr. Smooth, 1-8-7. Kun Lin Wu beat Jesus Asencio 8-6.
Good performance by Atencio against Wu, our defending champion. I'm sorry, that was for the Las Vegas Open.
Yeah, he won here
last
September.
The Predator World 10 ball, the defending champion is Eklund Kachi.
Did you say you spotted Mario He in the
Yeah,
audience?
he's sitting over there on the left side. And
is he standing or
pink shirt,
sitting,
he's
George?
sitting.
Make up your mind.
If he was
He's a
standing,
big
you wouldn't
guy.
miss him. Yeah,
He's
you
a
wouldn't miss
big
him if he
guy.
was standing. He's sitting right behind the guy in the cap on your left side there. Uh-oh.
It's always a tough shot, that, when you're
Elevating. Yeah, when you're elevating. Trying to finish your sentences again, Mark. I'll stop.
just not looking comfortable at the moment, Albin. And I don't mean in that chair. I wonder what he's thinking. Is that a rain coming through the roof up there, he's thinking?
Thousands of league players enjoying their week in Las Vegas. Their time around the top professional pool players in the world. 192 of them came out to play in the Alpha Las Vegas Open. There's 128 of them playing in this Predator World 10-Ball Championship, presented by CueSports International and sponsored by Predator. Other sponsors, we have Sybert's Billiard and Pool Supplies.
Nothing's going right for Albin at the moment. He's just caught that 3-ball with a cue ball, and he's put a combo on nicely now. And this 1-ball, things just going against him slightly.
Jam Up Apparel, Rums of Puerto Rico, other sponsors. Medalla, Premium Light Beer. Alpha Cryptocurrencies, Alpha Coin. Visit their websites. See what they have to offer you. They're sponsoring pool to one of the highest cash amounts. This tournament has $226,000 of prize money. The winner takes away a nice round number of $60,000.
I know what I'd do with it. 60,000.
Spend it. What else would you do with it? What would you do with $60,000? Let's say you just won this tournament.
Invest it in Alpha Crypto Coin.
There you go.
Goes without saying. I might buy a Predator table as well out of that.
Oh, there you go.
And there's another little fan in the audience.
That was the little youngster you pointed out earlier, I think. No, that's a little girl, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same one. It's a little girl sitting next to her mom watching pool. Mommy, when's the next shootout? Wrong tournament. That was last week. I don't believe the 5-ball goes to the corner pocket, so he's going to have to move it. And he doesn't have the angle.
I think he has got a slight angle here, George. He can force the right angle out of that.
I think you're right.
Not quite straight. He's just got a slight angle. It might be enough. He hasn't got to move over too much. He'd love to just clip the 5-ball thin. Well, it must. He's got something else in mind.
Yeah,
10-ball.
10-ball on the side. You didn't look at it, and you're standing right on that line. I think it could be thrown in if it's off. Is it on?
I can't see.
You can't see it?
No.
Looks on here.
And it goes. Well played, Albin Ocean. Now will this kickstart a bit of form?
This 10-ball spotting is going to present a little problem for him because he's going to bump into it when he pockets the 5, more than likely. And it's going to send it towards a 6-ball so it could stay in the way. He's going to have to make sure he clears it or gets clear of it.
Or even use it, George, to your advantage. Just draw into it.
Well, that's
like
just
that.
it, but he's got to make sure that he cleared it off to the side. It didn't go right towards the ball. Yeah.
For a player of Albin's stature, that was I won't say easy.
No-brainer?
It was it was a no-brainer. It was the shot to play.
Oh, of course.
Sometimes a problem can be your solution.
He'll end up about where he is after going through the rails here.
Remember, guys and girls, we have 5 matches every single day for you, live at 10 a.m, midday, 4 p.m, 6 p.m, and 8 p.m. Vegas time.
That's right, folks. We won't take up your whole day. We'll give you a couple hours to take care of your chores around the house and things like that. Right now, we'll go to a break. We are back with Albin breaking, tied at 4. All of a sudden, things got tightened up. Maybe it'll turn that frown to a smile that Albin was displaying in his chair a little bit ago.
Well, that ball going in the side now almost every time. Look at the one ball. He'd love that to stay up, and it has.
Yes. And everything is available as a pocket.
So next ball will be the 3.
His only problem is getting over this ball. It's all ball fouls. So got to be careful with that 3 ball.
Yeah, I can see John Lehman out to my left.
He's positioned to make the call.
Does a bit of acting as well, John Lehman. You need to be athletic to get in that position. If I got there, George, I'd never get up again. I'd have to fall off the table. Well, it's not too bad. He's gesturing that he's disappointed with it. He's got a shot at it.
Well, a little bit of left-hand English here, and he can come straight across, avoid the 8, hit the rail, and come out for the corner pocket or the side. I think he fancies the corner.
It's always easier sat up here, isn't it? I rarely miss from here, George.
I do all the time. Watch these guys. I make one call, they shoot another. But that's okay. They have a better view of the angles and shots and things like that.
I'll give him a kind kiss. Well, it goes in the side. Does he want to take it in the side? It's a bit thin.
It's awfully thin there, and then, he doesn't like this side pocket shot at all. I don't think it's not only thin, I think it's tight. I think the 8 ball has a little bit of the pocket.
Yeah, it's certainly a tough one.
Yeah. In the cue ball, is he going to the corner with it? I believe he should, because he'll bump the 8 and stay there. No, he went to the side and around the world.
Well, give him a kind kiss on this. He deserves it after a shot like that. Bump it big. There you go.
Got it.
Not too bad. I wonder if Jasmine is watching in her hotel room or whether she's out somewhere practicing.
Is it being fed to the hotel rooms? Is our feed going to the hotel rooms?
I'm not sure.
I think it might be, because I know that they were talking about the feed on the big screens that we have on both sides of the stage here.
If you're watching in your rooms, everyone, come on down and come and experience the atmosphere. It's great down here.
Yeah, Mark says he'll buy you a drink.
I will. No problem. I got unlimited water refills.
This guy's always thinking on his feet, folks.
Oh, he's overcut it.
He got a kind kiss there, though.
Isn't it amazing how a player of Albion's class, sometimes they struggle. And you know, there could be something in this. He hasn't played, although he has had one match today, he only got to play, I think it was just a couple of racks or something, because his opponent was taken sick and they had to stop their match. So he hasn't really had a full match on the tables. Maybe that's something to do with it, George.
Well, it looks like a fairly straight in shot here, kind of long. Goes in, and the tie will be broken one way or the other.
Yeah, he's perfect on the 8. Yeah, I like the way he's played that. I like that back cut angle on these.
Right to the center of the table, in the middle of the rail. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Five, 4.
Lee Van with a break. This match has gone kind of, they've been like boxers punching each other. Albin started out with the first game, but Lee Van came back and got 3 of his own. Albin came back with 2, and they've traded punches since. It's a race to 8.
Another full day tomorrow, and I believe we're starting with Shane Van Boning in the morning against Jason Theron from South Africa.
Theron had a good win, didn't he? Didn't he just defeat Yulang Chang?
Yeah, he did.
Earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And actually, Yulang, in our last tournament, defeated Shane. I think it was in the knockout round.
Here we go. CORTEZA breaking off. He's stopped that cue ball right in the centre. Now, has he got a ball? Is the 4 railer going to go? Yes, it is. And look at the 8, almost went as well. And perfect on the 1. And I believe he can draw straight down, George, for the 2 into the bottom right.
Yeah, I don't think it goes.
You don't think it goes?
Looking at the screen here, it sure doesn't. Looking at the table, as Lee Van just did, it doesn't either, because he's looking up table to see if it goes there.
Using the looped finger bridge. Wow, he got hold of that, but he's gone the wrong way, hasn't he? Not too far.
A little tricky angle.
I wonder what's going through his mind right now.
Find a place to hide the cue ball. And he did. He has.
Kept it simple.
Very Filipino specialty. A la Alex Pagalayan.
Well, it's out. This is a big jump.
going to go over 2 balls and keep the ball in the air for approximately 4 feet.
What did he call? Did he call the 8 ball? No.
It wouldn't be a bad call, because more than likely the cue ball is going to track that way once. Ooh, it doesn't matter.
It's all going wrong at the moment, but look at that. Oh dear. And you feel for players, don't you, when things aren't going right. Sometimes they make it look so easy. Well, most of the time they do. Other times they can look quite ordinary, George.
Mm-hmm. Well, some of these shots they take, even for champions, are tough shots. That was a tough shot. You had to keep it in the air a long time and actually land the cue ball just before it hits, or right as it hits the ball. You don't want to land it on top of it, but
there's a chance to open up a 2-rack advantage here.
it's coming around this perfect.
Oh, don't go behind the 10, though.
Close, but no, he's
all right.
It looks like Albin might go down another game, and Lee Van will be that much closer to that magical number of 8. So, because once he hits that, we are on our way out of this arena. Just roll past the 10. This is pretty straightforward, so we'll let you take a look at the table, and there's not much analysis to be made here except don't mess up. Don't hit the 8.
Yeah, it wants to try and slide the 7 in without touching the 8. If it does, it will only track towards the corner anyway.
Oh.
Well, I say that.
Complications.
Yeah, he's going to have to bank this now.
There's Mario He in that pink shirt. Camera panned right by him.
Very nice shirt and as well. My favorite color, pink.
Pink.
Oh, he cut it in. What a great shot.
Look at the speed on this. Yeah, what a great shot. You're right. Look at the speed on this cue ball to get perfect on the 9.
Wow.
Down table. Absolutely perfect speed.
A quality shot.
That's a good description.
Yeah, from a quality player. He's been around for a few years.
We're about to go to 6-4.
So in it goes then. 6-4. Lee Van CORTEZA. Now, tell me something, George. Have you ever seen a window or a clock in a casino?
I've seen them painted on the walls, not the clocks, but windows.
Yeah.
Because if you go to some of the casinos, like, is it the Venetian or
Caesars?
Paris that has the sky painted ceilings?
Yeah.
And they even have birds up there for you and clouds and things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But clocks, you don't see clocks. I never know what time it is in Vegas.
Well, that's exactly why they don't have them in casinos, to keep you gambling. They don't want you to know what time it is.
I'm here for 11 days. Do you think you're going to keep me gambling?
Well, they wouldn't get me gambling because I just don't do it.
Yeah, I'm just one person that will leave here with money.
I'm a casino's nightmare, I am.
I'll fire a little bit of money at him, have some fun. You know, just entertainment.
I just don't understand them anymore. I used to like the old days. We used to just pull the old one-arm bandit, and now it's all different shapes and features, and it confuses me.
I'm going to agree with you there. The machines are so complicated. The blackjack, some pay, you know, 3 to 2, some pay different things. It's just the odds are already in their favor, and they continue to. Well, casinos are casinos. They built Las Vegas on people gambling.
They didn't build this city on rock and roll, that's for sure. So, back to this one ball.
The shows are fun. The rides are fun. People are fun.
Where is he going to end up?
Straight into the side.
He's okay. Would have been very unfortunate not to have a shot.
Yeah, if it had slid up just a little more, he wouldn't. Players are on the 30-second shot clock, and with one extension, they haven't used it. They haven't even come close to using it, have they?
He just used it just then.
Okay.
As you looked away, he just pulled extension.
I haven't seen either player use an extension. Oh.
Wow. What can you say?
Well, you can say your shot.
This is a winner's side match. Whoever loses this will go to the lost side. Oh, Albin's taking his glove off. It's not over yet. This will only put him on the hill. He needs to win another one, at least. It's not over for Albin.
After pulling his glove off, in his head it just might be.
He's a fighter. I remember the Champions League pool 2 years ago when he just couldn't win. He just could not win the group. Every day he battled, and in the end he ended up winning the title and retained his title just recently as well. This is okay.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. It was a little bit casual.
Yeah, that was a little...
he missed that.
Close for comfort.
Will he play it into the top left, or will he come round and play it into this?
I think he can play it either way, but I think he's going to come up to about where his hand is right now.
Yeah, nicely played. And this is perfect. Roll this down the rail, come across the face of the tent. And this will put him on the hill.
And Lee Van de break with his 10 ball going down. We will go to a break and come back for second part of the match. With Lee Van CORTEZA on the hill, leading his opponent, Albin Ocean, 7 games to 4 in a race to 8. Second round, winner's side.
Wow, another great break.
Except
he didn't make a ball.
that's right. And
It was perfect apart from that.
and there's no aggressive shot on the 1 ball. A bank to the side pocket is blocked by the 3, I believe.
Albin's got his glove back on. And notice something there, look. Do you notice something with Albin? He's put his tracksuit jacket back on.
Maybe he's cold.
Yeah, and it is a little bit cold in here.
It is. It is. I've been wearing a jacket most of all of last week, and today I took a long sleeve undershirt.
Talking of gloves, I might bring 2 tomorrow for myself to sit in the booth with.
Yeah, right now my hands are cold. Now a slow roll here gets him. Oh, he's cut it in the side. Look at this. It's going to end up. Oh, 8 ball. Careful.
Oh, he's okay. Well, this could be it.
Yeah, he gets good on this 3 and walk us through this. This could be lights out here.
No, just didn't cue that nicely. Now then, Albin, cometh the hour, cometh the man.
We've seen players get good from here. Oh, you talked about John Mora. John Mora was trailing 7-6. He came back and won 8-7.
Mm-hmm.
So
7-4 though, a little bit different.
See, Lee Van just broke, so if Albin can steal this one, he's on 5. Break and run, he's on 6. We're in a match. The pressure, the momentum turns.
Such a big tournament, this.
Sure.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Oh.
No love again. The jump stick's going to come out.
This is not
He's
a bad jump
not
shot.
Getting the runs, is he?
No.
Just not getting the little rubs of the green that you need sometimes. What a shot that is. Now, oh, and that just about sums his day up. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, this is such a cruel game sometime, George. Absolutely perfect jump shot, look. Over the 4. Perfect contact. And then in the drink it goes. And Albin goes and fishes it out. What a shame. Well, I feel sorry for the guy today. I really do. I'm not really a believer. Sometimes it just isn't your day, but he's had some rough luck today.
You know, sometimes you can make a case for destiny.
What time's he playing?
Destiny? He plays all the time.
Well, one thing's for sure. I think Albin just wants out of there now and go and prepare himself for the other side.
It's hard to, you just got to find a place to hit some balls and just get out of your head.
What would you do, George, if this was you now after the match? What would you do? You know, presuming he goes on to lose this, of course.
I'd have a shot of Rums of Puerto Rico along with a Medalla beer. And then I'd go hit some balls to just relax at the table and just let my mind go. Just let it go. Not think about the loss, not think about any part of this, because I'm faced with tomorrow.
This is tricky. No problem, though. And this is going to be a victory for Lee Vank. Well, I say that. He's finished short on this as well.
He's got a little bit of a shot that should be made, but, you know, can't be missed.
If it goes in, guys, we're going to be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. with Shane Van Boning. And it does go in. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for more pool.